Welcome, 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 boxing fans. As you can see, we're doing a last minute podcast tonight on Truth and Company. It's all about who's going to win and who's going to lose in the David Benavidez, Caleb Plant showdown on Showtime pay-per-view. If you haven't paid for it, pay for it now because it's going to be coming up soon. And everybody's wondering, is it going to be a short fight or is it going to be a 12-rounder? Who's your pick? I'm bringing on right now one of Minnesota's own. I'm the John, the Truth, the Oria. If you're not familiar with me, check out my podcast. We usually air every Sunday, but sometimes we make exceptions like this. I'm bringing on Minnesota's own. Give 'em hell. Rondale Hubbert. How you doing, Rondale? Rondale, give 'em hell, Hubbert, Minnesota's own.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you feeling, man? I know you just got out of the ring, just 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, man, just resting up, man. Resting up. Started a new job, so just
Okay.
relaxing, man.
Nothing coming up right now? No phone calls right now or taking a vacation?
No, nothing coming up right now. I'm just getting into my little groove, I'm gonna enjoy my victory and then just chill for a second. And see
All
if
right.
something comes up, it comes up. But right now I'm just chilling.
All right. So let's talk about this big fight coming up tonight, man. They've been talking about it for quite a while. Everybody's been seeing the press conferences. These two guys definitely do not like each other. I know there's a lot of hype sometimes for fights and they do the build-up and they know they have to sell tickets. And sometimes guys act like they don't like each other, but these guys really don't like each other. They've attacked. I mean, Benavidez' family has actually attacked Caleb Plant's child and mom as far as talking trash and being insulting. And we all know Caleb Plant doesn't deal with that very well because in the last fight, the same thing happened and he knocked Jarrell out cold. So my question to you is what's going to happen in this fight tonight? Give me a breakdown of what you think Benavidez does good and what Plant does good, and both of them their weaknesses.
I ain't really like with me it's just I feel like Plant's just a better boxer all around. Just the style, the slickness, everything he's gonna bring it. So it's gonna be one of them fights where if he's on point, it's easy, man. It's easy. It's all he gotta do is be himself, and it's an easy fight. I love Benavidez. I love his style and what he brings, but just one of them aggressive styles, and I don't feel like he's been tested. Yeah, he ain't been tested. Like I don't even know who he's fought that, what I mean, something like that. So I'm just with Caleb, I'm with
Okay.
I'm with Plant.
Okay, so Benavidez' record, like you said, you don't even know who he fought. The guy's record is 26-0 with 23 knockouts. But like you said, there's no big names that anybody's talking about that he actually beat. And now Caleb Plant,
Nobody.
Caleb Plant is 22-1 with 13 knockouts, and his only loss is to, one of the biggest names out there, Canelo Alvarez. So, there's no shame in that. And he was actually doing really well against him until he got caught. And what was it, like around the 9th round or somewhere in there? But it was later in the fight. So he was doing quite well. And a lot of people were saying maybe he was actually winning the fight. So I agree with you. I agree with you about Caleb's slickness.
I was told. Yeah, he's in his style is just one of them styles that's hard to deal with. Like, especially you let him get comfortable. He's probably pissed off about some of them antics, and some antics people don't understand. Like, when we're fighting, I'm getting ready for the fight. You hit some of them nerves. You say some shit during camp that I don't like. You just motivate me more. And I feel like with those things, yeah, he's gonna be ready to fight, man. And he's just slick. And I'm a Minnesota guy, and I look up to Caleb Truex so much. And I know how good of a fighter he is. So when I watched that fight, I really had Caleb pulling it off. Truex, just because I'm all Minnesota. So when I seen how he was able to box, like I felt like Caleb was gonna catch Plant. Truex was gonna catch Plant and catch him with something that hurt him and get that upset. And it didn't happen is because, you know, Plant is a good boxer. He's definitely slick. He can work his hands. He has fast hands. I mean, I can't really remember his chin getting tested or him actually getting caught with some hard punches. I would have to go through some of his fights and check it out. But as far as what I see, like he's a solid, slick fighter, and that style when you can move and do things, that's a hard style to deal with. So
And just so the boxing fans understand why you just brought up Caleb Truex, because Caleb Truex, the former world champion out of Minnesota, him and Caleb Plant actually fought each other. And there was a chance that Truex could have caught him or beat him, but unfortunately Truex lost the fight. So that's why you just brought that up. But
yeah.
so let's talk about Benavidez real quick. Now, he's got a super aggressive style, and he's more of a brawler. He's not a really skilled boxer. So, I mean, I think he's going to come after him for the first couple rounds and try to wear him down or try to catch him. But like you said, I think that if it gets past 4 or 5 rounds and Plant can weather the storm, I think he's going to outbox him, or he might even catch Benavidez in the later rounds in like the 10th or 11th round.
Yeah, I mean it's a sweet science, like they say, and Plant has a style and the movement and slick. He's smart. Benavidez is aggressive, like you said. He wants to fight. He wants to mix it up, and you got to land that big punch. And he's looking. I don't think he's looking for one big punch, but yeah, he's aggressive. He wants to fight, and sometimes that aggressive style is easily countered by sweet boxing skills and science.
And let's
And
talk about
Caleb
that.
Plant has it.
Let's talk about that. Benavidez is very aggressive, and sometimes with aggressive fighters, they lack a defense because they're so busy coming and trying to run through people and putting people on their back feet that the knock on Benavidez is that he's wide open for shots, but nobody, like you said, nobody's been good enough to counter on that. And I think Caleb Plant is. And if Caleb Plant starts seeing it in the early rounds, he can set him up.
Yeah, man. I wanted to see it. It's a lot of money. I might go ahead and I might get it at the last moment, but I just feel like Caleb will be able to outbox Benavidez.
Okay, so basically,
You
so let's get your prediction on this fight. Then obviously you're going for Caleb Plant, but what is your prediction?
I want to say he catches him late, and once you know you're losing, and I feel like Caleb will outbox him for a lot of rounds, and then once Benavidez knows he's losing, he's gonna get more and more aggressive, and then get caught late. That's just my prediction.
Okay, I totally agree with you. I even posted it on Facebook, so I've already put it out there. I believe Caleb Plant knocks him out in the 11th round because exactly for what you just said, because Benavidez is going to get aggressive in the championship rounds. He's going to try to knock Plant out, and I think he's going to get caught.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing.
All right, well, man, go ahead.
I mean, like, unless something happens early, and that's boxing, something can happen early, but other than that, if they both get comfortable and they feel each other's power and they get to going at it, yeah, Caleb's gonna be able to get in and out and move, use the ring. Benavidez is gonna be really aggressive. Then you know how that goes. It's just like I'm waiting to catch you, and he's gonna be working really hard to catch Caleb and get him out of there. So
I mean,
I'm just ready to see what happens.
Basically it's a typical boxer versus a brawler. Good match. Everybody likes to see one versus the other and see who comes out on top.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, man, I know you're trying to figure things out. I know you want to see the fight. I know you're about to watch this other main event, and so am I. So I thank you for coming on the show and giving me your prediction tonight. And hopefully you get a chance to watch the fights, and we'll talk soon and do a whole separate different interview, and I'll bring you back on.
Okay, yeah, because I'm definitely finna switch over. Cormier and Ramirez doing their ring walk, but I think I'm finna switch over.
All right, man. Well, you have a good night, and the truth has spoken. Rondale, give him hell. Watch his next fight. Peace out.
Appreciate you, bro.